How
All right.
you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Yeah? Why don't you explain why we're twinsing tonight?
Mine looks greener, like more,
Mine's definitely like a forest green. Yours does look like a different shade of green than mine.
yeah, it does. Yeah. I watched it once, but
I don't think that would change the color. Yeah. So I got a
yeah.
package in the mail and I opened it up and this is inside. Amazing, right? Are you going to explain this?
Yeah. So, yeah, to explain that, yeah, I got a text from Jen. She's like, "Can you send me Tom's address?" Sure. Why would I doubt that, right?
He's not going to like mail bomb me or something.
She's not the Unabomber. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, read it carefully. So I was expecting like a note or
Yeah.
something, and
Oh,
it came and it was so much better. Like it was you got it the day before I did, and
yeah.
you're like, call me when you get it.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
I I shoot, I should have put this into the presentation for tonight, but I totally forgot to do it. But apparently she got one for all of us, right? So I guess this we'll see if this show. Yeah, see there you can see
Yeah.
all their shirts, right?
Daryl, Jen, she bought it, and Julie, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So she must have got 5 of these shirts and sent them out. It's
yeah.
amazing, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's Camp of the Woods water skinning team. And
Yes.
you got to watch their episode anyway. It's such a great episode.
Yeah.
But they describe well when it was just Jen and Julie, they described skinning, and then Cheryl came on and she brought up skinning as well, which so
Like,
it was
yeah.
must have been a thing.
We're already talking about skinning. Yes. It's
Too
awesome.
funny.
Yeah. So I went to Florida with my parents and I
Yeah.
bought the shirt and I put it on like the first day and my dad was like, "Oh my gosh, what a great shirt. Like water skiing team." I'm like, wait, read it carefully.
Yeah. Does not say skiing. Skinning. And I guess when you don't have skis or if you can't ski, you just get dragged behind the boat.
You probably could still ski. You just, didn't want to learn it yet. Yeah. So Jen, thank you very much.
Yes, Jen, thank you. This is
This is, I'm gonna wear this at airports and everywhere else and just be like, ask me about this.
I feel like I told you this, but I'm gonna tell you again. I was working on a project, this is 20 years ago, working on a project in Pennsylvania, and it, we were working with another consulting group, and they're kind of uppity, like they were out of Philadelphia,
What do you mean uppity? Like just,
like highfalutin, like they wore suits and ties,
okay.
probably around their house, and the one guy who was the worst of the uppity, you know, we had to give our resumes, and on my resume was Houghton College. He's like, Houghton College. Now, before I tell you what he said, isn't that where they blank? And before I tell you that, I got to tell you something. My brother and I can't remember the name of his friend at Houghton. They
Don?
had yeah, my brother Don and one of his friends there. They had T-shirts made up, Houghton Sailing Team. Because, as a total joke, there's no water anywhere near that you could go sailing at Houghton.
There's a bridge with a river
But
that's polluted that we jumped into.
you could do that, but there's no sailboats. And they had these shirts made up, Houghton Sailing Team. And I'm telling you, this guy says, "Oh, don't they have a great sailing team?" I'm like, "You." The guy he was so arrogant that I just said, "Yes, they do." I let him continue thinking, but I told my brother, and he was floored because I think there were like 5 or 6 guys that had those shirts, and apparently
They made an impact.
it made an impact.
They
It's
got out
just
there on the
hilarious. Yeah.
web.
So we now have the Camp of the Woods water skinning team
Ah,
t-shirts.
Jen Thompson. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. This is, yes.
So good trip to Florida?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm sorry. Just a flash of light went outside.
You get it.
Really good trip to Florida. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to see your parents down there and
It was.
fun. We're going down in May. All of our kids are coming down, kids and grandkids. We're all meeting down there in Tampa, so we're gonna have a blast
Nice.
coming soon. I did
Thank
want
you
to tell
for
you,
talking to Anthony too. Like, yes.
yeah, yeah. I'll give him another call soon.
Yeah.
See how he's doing. Something very important is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, well, I'm going backpacking for the weekend with the group I go with. On the way to backpacking, we are stopping at Bucky's. Uh,
Where are you gonna
so,
get there? Why are you stopping there?
well, it's that's the exit. It's right at the exit. We go to the trailhead that we're hiking. So we're stopping there. We usually the first night take our dinner in with us because we're only going to cut hike
Okay.
like a mile or so before
What
we.
dinner? Like, what's dinner?
I'm gonna get like a oh, what I had there before was I had a brisket sandwich. Man, that was good.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a brisket sandwich into the woods from Bucky's.
All right. So you're taking civilization into less civilization.
Yeah, as soon as I'm around these clowns, it's less civilized. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, Bucky's is happening tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Wow.
Yeah,
Kathy, well done.
Kathy
Planting that
is
seed. And yes.
her impact, right?
Yeah.
Too funny. So, our guest this evening, tell me about our guest and
Wow. Yeah. Holly Stubbs. So Holly was on the counter from 80 to 84.
okay,
Um, I remember her as the head of the counter, and this was a time where I ate in the back room with my parents. Um, I was not like on big staff yet,
yeah,
and she was head of the counter. My mom was in charge of all the food in the counter, and she came back, and yeah, she was kind of the one of the first role models I really had at camp.
okay,
Um, and in fact, I hope she remembers this, but she came early in a preseason, and I was still trying to figure out biology for my regions, and
okay.
she had it all figured out because she was from the state of New York, and
Uh,
yeah, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have a lot of work to do." So in the last couple of weeks, yeah, but really special person, and we're gonna kind of surprise her with a few folks that she remembers that
yes,
might be in your waiting room. Yeah.
yes. One of them already popped on.
Did they? All right.
I wasn't expecting him. So, all right, let's do this just to take a quick look. Hang on, I gotta get it straight here.
I think I know what you're going to put up there.
Oh, I was just gonna do our slide deck. Nothing too
Yeah, we
elaborate.
added a few folks that are going to come on, or I a couple committed, but
Oh yeah, I did. I updated that. Also, yeah, you'll see. I'll explain. All right, so I took I took our list and I tried to put it in alphabetical order because it was getting too out of control.
how did you do this in alphabetical order? Because
I
this slide is not like Excel or.
I know I copied it all into Excel, sorted it, and copied it back.
Well done. All right.
It's the tool I know. So yeah, so I mean I know I say this every time, Don, but come on, look at this.
You're so right. Yeah,
I-
I'm just scanning up and down, and like I get
yeah,
so much from every single person that was on here. Like, yes,
yeah, exactly. so many great conversations. It's a little like
So
I don't,
Don Miller 3X, like with
yeah, I think I know why I counted him wrong.
Dave Hughes. No, why is that wrong?
Well, I had him at four times because um his set he couldn't do the entire recording in one night, so we did it 2 weeks in a row.
So you
So he was
penalized him for that?
so it's three times slash four times, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, but there's a jacket on, like at stake. Like,
There is. We're waiting for that fifth one. Jimmy Olsen's knocking on the door. John Bellin's knocking on the door.
yeah, Jim wore the jacket in the group call. So,
I know he's
uh,
he's a fan. I love it.
uh,
Yeah, so talk to me about some of the we got Holly tonight, of course. And
yes,
you're
Holly,
trying to
Dwight. So Cheryl, which I didn't know was his cousin, her cousin. Yes, Margie, Tim. I kind of did a little bit of
there's a picture of him tonight,
yes.
which is awesome.
Kathy, we're counting on you, Linnea and
Yeah.
Judy, and yep, Joanne Purdy. Who's that?
He's why we're doing this. What do you mean?
uh,
Well, yeah. In fact, I was gonna save this for when we do the on the spot, but let's just be honest. I know you. I think it was on the last call when with Don and uh who was our Dave Hughes? Yeah.
Nick Hughes. Yeah.
So Dave went on and on about the impact of your parents, and I it is such a common theme for everybody to just mention how much your parents have influenced them. And some of us just in a short period of time, but it's incredible the mark that they've put on the world, on this planet, and on honestly with on the Camp to the Woods ministry. And I love that we're doing this because I feel like a lot of people are coming on just like it's a video love letter to your parents.
Hmm.
And I love that we get to witness all of this, right? And we're like front row seat for all these conversations. It's really cool.
Yeah. No, that's well said, Tom. And Holly will build on to that. Like, she is again. Like, I was in the back room for when she was head of counter, and my mom was in charge, and we'll hear a lot about that. So,
Okay.
so
Well,
why is my shirt so much darker than yours? Still.
maybe I have better lighting. I don't know. I got these lights shining at me.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just it's just what it is.
yeah.
It's fine.
I am so excited for her to meet you, Tom. Like, you would have been so, like, you two are so similar. Um, we'll just do it.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, she's in the waiting room. Let's bring her in.
All right. Oh my
Hey.
God. Hi, Holly. Oh my
All right.
goodness, Holly.
Holly,
So great to see you. Oh, I
great to meet you. Where are we calling you from?
What was that question?
Where are we calling you from?
I live in Largo, Florida, which is it's the Tampa Bay area.
Oh, okay. How far from Tarpon Springs?
Half-hour drive.
Okay. My
Only
son,
because it's a busy, well-traveled road, so you just have to drive slower than you want to get up there, but it's not
okay.
far.
Is that I-4?
It's not I-4. It's
No.
19, which is not quite as big as the big highways that are around.
All right.
So that's the other reason why it takes a little while.
So my son, his wife, and our two of our grandkids live in Tarpon Springs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll be down there.
There was some place to go. We have a couple spots. We like to go out there and have dinner and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's very nice.
It is. Yeah. And where are you sitting right now, Tom? Where do you live?
So I'm in Virginia near Shenandoah National Park. Don's up in Buffalo.
I am in Buffalo, and yes,
Yep.
Yeah, Holly,
Buffalo.
we've talked, a bit before this, and
Yep.
yeah, Tom is so. You worked at camp from 80 to 84. We need to get into that.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, Tom came to camp in 86
6.
and then 7 and 8. Yeah, I so wish that you would have met each other, but it's okay that you didn't because
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. Like now you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
connect and you would have been so compatible. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes. That's
We
awesome.
would have been fast friends, I'm sure.
Fast friends.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah.
So, we have a whole series of questions. I'm just curious how you and Don connected recently to be on here.
He reached out to me,
Okay.
which was wonderful. Like I just couldn't believe it. It was so great. So great
That's awesome.
to hear your voice and everything. And now I'm seeing your face, and it's just exciting.
Yeah. So Holly, you got my email through your work address, so we will completely disconnect that. Your work, which you explained to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was happening? You were the principal
Yeah.
of the school, and now you're teaching again. So you were,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was part of the founding of the school initially, which was very exciting to be a part of.
By the way,
my family and the two other women who were the real like top dogs in getting it all rolling, but they brought me on board with them. But we all have at least one neurodiverse child in our families. And so that we joined together about that and our kids are the same age, and they're well graduated. My Daniel has been graduated from he's 30 now, so he's older. But he's doing great, and part of it is because of the efforts that were poured into this beautiful school. So it's very large now. There's a lot of students, and it's K through 12, and then we have a post high school program that is for neurodiverse young adults, and that's a 4-year program. It's kind of like college. So it's lots of life skills. We have contacts in the community that we work with, connecting our neurodiverse young adults with work possibilities, and it's really exciting. I love being a part of it. So I was I started out as the assistant principal, and then I was principal for 6 years. And then my husband started to get sick with his illness, and I needed to take a leave for a while. And he passed away a year ago, March 4, and it changed in our lives. It's been really tough. I don't mind saying I miss him so much. So do the kids. He was a great dad, great dad. So that's a big change. But one of the other founders called me in the last summer, and let me know that there was an opening to teach, and it was in the transition program, which is where I would want to be, and she knows me well enough to know that. So I jumped right on it, and I've been having a great year being back in that setting. So it's been good.
You when you told me about that, my first response was, "You are overqualified." But when you were principal, and then all right, I'll be a teacher. Like, yeah, you know what it's like to do all of that. And,
I do, and honestly, with some of the stuff that I'm dealing with losing my husband, I didn't want all the big top responsibilities.
Yep.
I didn't need that. It wouldn't have been wise for me to do that. So just working with students and with the small team of leadership that we have that works with the kids, it's really good. And I knew everybody that works. There's 4 of us all together that work with the students, and I knew them all. Because I had hired them previously when I was principal. So it's just funny how those things work. And now one of them is my principal of the program, and I've worked under her. So it's just funny, but I'm very, very happy with the decision that I made to do it that way. So.
Wow.
So glad to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you very much. I have a question for you because you're one of the little things that you had texted to me was that it was chemistry that I tutored you in.
It was biology, right?
It was biology.
He corrected it.
I was a science geek, but not in that subject, and I know I never would have been able to help you at all with it.
Well, they're not that far apart, right? But yeah, biology, I can tell you, Holly, we have so much to get into. But you were there for a preseason, and biology was 10th grade at Wells, and we had a teacher change. And there was a Regents. Now, you know what a Regents is. Like, you were from the state of New York, like you knew what that standard was. And yes, and when you came up in the preseason, you were like, your Regents is 2 weeks, and I remember you saying, "Oh my gosh, you are way behind." And I could help you. And Holly, I could tell you that I was more than happy to have you help me. You were just like, oh wow, you were like an angel. Like, oh my gosh, like, she's gonna help me in biology. I would just like to spend time with this person, and she was gonna be head of the counter, and she could also help me with biology. Like, oh, holy cow! All right, this is a gift.
Well, it was a gift for me too. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was definitely, your family was special to me to begin with, and to just be able to make a difference for you there, because you passed. I passed,
which was yes or no kind of deal. I could tell you.
I can just remember. I have a picture of you in your young self when you would do one of these, and if you look at her, you pick your head up every once in a while and look at me, and then you we got through it.
Well, it too, like Holly, like you came to my house, and or all the other preseason kids were doing all these other things, and you came to my house to tutor me, and like why you knew what they were all having fun doing, and thank you. I passed.
You're welcome. It was very easy for me to want to do that.
So Holly, have you seen any of our prior interviews?
I have not. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll send her a link so she can see some of them, because she'll see some old friends. But yeah.
These are all the folks that we've interviewed so far.
Oh, Ed Schute's name jumped right out at me.
Ed Schute.
I love that guy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ramses.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Listen, when they see your name here, they're gonna be just as
Fun.
We've been working on this for a while, Holly, and
it looks that way. How wonderful that you've done that, though. These kind of things, to just like capture them for history, and even just being reminded of some of these people by seeing the names.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh my gosh, Doug Dietschy, I remember him.
Remember Doug? Yeah, good dude. Yeah.
Just since you haven't seen it, I'm going to do just a little intro here. We do this segment. This is just to get to know you better and to ask some questions. I'm going to put, here.
So happy that Holly's on.
This is all about showing the love for Mrs. Purdy with these questions, right? But I'm going to put these questions up on screen. If you just want to take a look at the questions, I'm going to take them down then so we can see you better. And then we'll go through some of these questions and try and get answers.
I love it.
So I gotta get it going on my other monitor. Okay. Let's take this off here. Okay. So the first question, how did Holly get to Camp of the Woods? Like, What's your origin story?
My origin story is a good one. My father, Bob Stubbs, was a career YMCA man, and
Okay.
He grew up in Cortland, New York, and
Okay.
so he had a love for the Adirondack Mountains, and
Yep.
we used to rent Charlie John's cabins. If you guys are familiar with that, it used to be called Charlie John's Cabins, and it's just up Route. What is the route that goes to Utica? What's the name of that road?
8.
Eight. That's right. It's Route 8. And we so my mom and dad found property on the beach at the end of the lake, at same end of the lake as camp, like where the Cowguires lived and the Spear family and all those folks. Yeah. So our A-frame home wasn't right on the water. We had a right of way to it, and we were like in the woods back behind their houses.
Okay.
So that's where we started, and we liked going up in the winter to ski too. So usually over the Christmas holiday, we'd be up there. But my parents were still really hankering to have a spot on the water, and up next to just a little before you would get to the marina by boat, there was a small little cabin that was owned by a couple of elderly people, married couple, the Kohinkas, and my dad wanted that place so bad, and he knew they were getting older, and so he took the initiative every summer when we would go up there for our couple of weeks vacation, or usually my dad got a month off from his work. We'd be up there, and we fell in love with Camp of the Woods and went over there. You know, we're a very Christian family. I grew up in a very Christian home, and we loved Camp of the Woods. We went over in the mornings for service, and we loved to go to the music at night and all that kind of stuff. So we were really into that as a family. But what my dad started doing is he started at anytime we were up there in the summer, he would always go by with he had a ski nautique, and he'd take a ride and pull up to the dock, and Mr. Kohinka would come out and talk to him. They struck up a friendship, and my dad little by little started asking like if how long that they thought they would have the place, and just one of those stories, you know. And eventually he found out that they didn't have children, and he finally, one time when he stopped by, he said, you know, when you're ready to sell this place, I hope you'll think of me. That's how he said it to him. And that's exactly what happened. So
I love it.
So for years then after that, we were down there, and we used to go up for the week after Christmas to ski at both places, the first one and then the second one. So
wow. So you just casually mentioned that you had a ski nautique.
I noticed. Yeah.
My dad's one of those guys. He was one of those guys that liked to have his toys. And
That's a good toy.
You're describing every guy.
That was passed down from his father to us for a lot of summers. Like that's
okay.
That original boat is the one I learned how to ski behind. But eventually down the road, he said, I got to get us one of those boats.
Got to get us one.
So
okay.
Yeah, I learned to do a lot of skiing with him and with Gary
Maloon,
yeah.
Oh, by the way, the family of the ski nautiques.
Yes, I know. And there was one summer when I was working at camp that he and I dated a little bit.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Good choice.
Very well too. Yeah. So anyway, we have had years and beautiful years up there, and my mom passed away first, and they're both buried in the cemetery up there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And which is they both wanted, that's the only place they could think of to be. So I know that all of my children, Eddie and I have 5 children, and we have 1 girl and 4 boys, and our daughter's the only one that's married so far, and she's been married for 3 years. And then one of our twins, who's the youngest of them all, is getting married this July. But they don't see themselves being up there, like when it comes to burial and all of that. And I'm not sure that I do either. And Eddie's buried down here, so I think that's probably where our family is gonna rest when it's time for us all to rest. But my parents are up there, and it was hard when the cabin was sold. That was a real tough one. It was hard to manage. My brother had the brunt of that, and we went through that thing that happened up there where the salt got into everybody's salt that got washed off the roads from the trucks in the winter that were putting the salt down to keep people from having accidents. And all along Route 8, there were houses that had to get these crazy systems put in to deal with the salt in their water and the pipes. It was really bad.
Yeah, not cool.
And the system that that had to be put in, it was difficult to maintain. It was I can't really describe it well to you, but I just know that it was a chore for my dad, and it became a chore for my brother. So it was sold 2 years ago to the the Waller family. I'm sure they've been up there forever. B. Waller and all of her kids. Like, they have that full nice cove with their homes. They got ours too. So now they have like 4 homes in a row for all of their family that are in that little cove that's in there. And so we were glad that they got it, because we knew them for a long time, and they were good friends. But it's just hard to not have a place to call your place if you want to get up there.
I know there's a place. I have
Cindy Leidig, who is one of my dearest friends.
Yeah.
And she, we keep in touch, and I'll be up there at some point this summer.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to be.
I can guarantee, knowing Cindy, and I know another family, that if you ever wanted to go there, you have carte blanche. You could go there and stay. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah, she was in touch with me pretty quick about it when she knew that we didn't have a place anymore and everything.
Oh.
So, she's offered the little cabin that they have that's still over on the property where Bev and her family are, the homestead of the family. But now they live up there.
Yep.
They got retired, and I'm so jealous, really, truly. I could easily live up there, and somehow we landed in Florida. I hate it, but wow.
I'm jealous, actually, of you. I want to,
When everything starts to shift to the hot weather rolling in, it's just like,
I want to have a foothold in Florida for our kids, but
yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a seismic shift in the weather and the climate.
It's crazy. At least we didn't have any hurricanes this year. We didn't even have.
I don't think I can do the winters up near camp. Those days are gone for me. I don't enjoy that anymore. I like skiing on it, but I don't like living in it. So
I get it.
Holly, I'm going to skip to one of our questions because it kind of came up when I showed the screen of who we've interviewed. Who are you still in touch with from your time at camp?
Definitely Cindy and Paul, the Hurleys, and not a lot, honestly. I wish it was more, but not a lot.
Okay. Different question.
As I live down here.
Different question. Who would you want to be in touch with?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm really happy to be in touch with the Purdy family, that's for sure. So
They're happy to be in touch with you. Yeah.
that's a big one.
Yeah. Maybe when you were head of counter, who brought the food?
You mean who? Like
Yeah.
the company that brought food, or
No,
Who are you working with?
bought it from the kitchen, and yeah, you were in charge of all that. And
yeah. Well, I mean, it was Dot, the years of Dot who I
oh,
adored,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Carlene, and what was the one guy's name that I loved him so much? What was his name? Tall, skinny. He came with Dot's crew.
Dallas.
Who'd you say?
Dallas.
That's it. Dallas. Yes.
We might see a picture of him pretty soon.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Ken Reed.
Ken Reed. Yes.
Yeah.
We got some pictures of him teed up. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Let's see. I mean, I have memories of just friends that I shared cabins with. You know,
Yeah.
I keep in good touch with Val Morgan.
Val, I remember her. Yeah.
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 Short, feisty. She played trumpet.
Yeah, she was really good too. Yeah,
She was
she
really
kept up
good.
with the guys, like just blasting them out. Yeah.
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 So
some of those kind of things.
yeah, we're gonna
can't-
yeah
I
tap
was gonna
into
say,
some
can't
of that
recall the name.
time.
Jim, the Rumsies. I would love to see the
Oh.
Rumsies.
Yeah,
Well, you should go watch their interview that we did then.
I'll send it to you, Holly. Yeah, but in the
Okay.
meantime, yeah, we have a few folks that I know you know.
Yeah, that's good.